Hey guys, this is Ashant'e from Him Through Me Tees, and I was having some technical difficulties, so I probably deleted like three. I'm sorry, I've probably deleted like three videos, literally trying to get this thing together. So I'm from Him Through Me Tees and from Tidbits for Women. And that is a Facebook page. It's also a blog. So you can check out tidbitsforwomen.com. And I hope you guys are having a blessed day and had a good day off yesterday. I had a good day off, but I'm off this summer. So being a teacher, that's one of the perks. Although there's other downfalls, but that is one of the perks. And so I am just sitting outside today. Thought I'd do my live outside. It's pretty warm out, but I'm not complaining. So this month it has been placed in my heart to talk about friendship. Why, you ask? Well, I feel like friend is a word that gets tossed around an awful lot, but I don't know if people really understand what a friend is and what friendship looks like. I feel like right in this society, like today, we live in a world of I want, but I don't want to give. Like, I want to take from you, I want what you have, but I don't want to reciprocate it. And it's really bothersome that it's like that, and people treat other human beings in that same sense. It's almost like bargain shopping in a sense, and I love to bargain shop. Like, I love to get a good deal and pay barely anything for it. But it's one thing to do that with things, right? But it's another thing to do that with people's services and with people. Because we like to do that with people's services. Like, let's say, so I have a t-shirt line, right? I'm gonna come to you. I want a t-shirt, but I want to pay the least amount of money. I don't care that, you have to come up with ideas and designs. I don't care that, like, I just don't care about those things. I just want what I want. And that's the society we live in, unfortunately. And like I said, it is rolling over into friendships and dealing with people, unfortunately. So here's one thing about me, and I know you guys have maybe you've seen the other videos. I talked about abuse and things like that, and how people, a lot of times that have been in abusive relationships, the abuse, many times they have the characteristics of they have a void inside them that wasn't able to get filled. I was one of those type of kids growing up. Like, I really wanted friends. Like, that was my thing. Like, and I was a genuine person, like really caring, like really wanting friends, and really would care about you and really attach and do anything for you type of girl. And I still am that to this day. But what I found, and I hate that I've been tarnished a little bit with this, is that people will take your kindness for weakness. And I can say that I have been chewed out. Like, in the sense of, like, people taking, like, oh, you'll do this for me, and oh, I can dump all my emotional stuff on you, or oh, I can ask to borrow things from you, or oh, I can ask for whatever, and you're gonna do it, right? I've been a victim of that. And unless you set interpersonal boundaries with people, you will not, like, you just won't. People will keep eating you up until there's nothing left of you. And I'm learning that. So friends, like, we throw that around so loosely, just whatever, right? When I think about characteristics of a friend, I think about someone who, I don't want to say is like me or is me, because We don't want us. But we do want somebody who's going to hold us accountable. We do want someone who wants the best for us. We do want someone that loves us enough to tell us what's up, no matter what. We want someone that just has our best interests at heart, like that cares. Like, I'm gonna call and check up on you. How you doing? And friendship, like anything else, like I'm out here in the desert, right? So you guys see the trees and, you know, whatever. If these trees, like we have an irrigation system that I haven't turned on. I ain't turned on. But if these trees and this plant, if they don't get watered, they die. Like, they're gonna die. If there is no water poured into them down to that root that they can absorb and get whatever they need out of that, like, they die. It is the same thing with friendships. And the friendship is the highest form of a relationship. You hear people talking about, oh, I married my best friend. Like, we were friends first and then it blossomed into something more. Like, friendship is the highest form. So if I never water those trees over there, they die. If I never pour into my children, parts of them will die. If I never pour into my marriage, it will die. If I never pour into my friendships, they will die. Friendships cannot just be solely based on experiences that happened in the past, because yesterday was the past. You get what I'm saying? So it can't just be based off of something that happened 10, 15 years ago. It has to be fostered. It has to mature. It has to be watered. People have to pour into one another. One person can't be the emotional dumping ground where I'm just going to constantly pour. I got to call you and tell you what's wrong with me. Girl, I need this. I need that. Like, okay, so imagine, and I have played this role with people where I might not have heard from them, and I'm telling you, anybody that has this as a blessing, I know sometimes you think it's a curse where you check on people. You always feel like you're the person that's checking on people and calling, and you're always the one reaching out and things like that. That's a gift, so just embrace it. Sometimes, a lot of times you might feel lonely with it, but it is a gift. But imagine if you're the person on the other side, and every time you get a call or a check-in, it's about somebody talking about their problems. Like, how's that going to make you feel? And I don't think people take the time because they compartmentalize people in their lives. Like, Ashant'e is the person I know I can vent to, or she's the one that I know I can, whatever it is. Like, we just put people in boxes, and that's our go-to when we need something or things like that. But one thing that I'm learning about love is that it is always about the opposite. It's always about the other person, like, always. And I'm still learning this. Like, literally, I'm still learning this. I think a lot of it comes from me have been hurt and always given to people, to where I've kind of built up a little wall, and it makes it hard for me to give, in a sense. But I still got that instilled in me, to where I still will. I'll still be forgiving and things like that. But man, it is rough. And like, one of the questions I put in my post was, is it really about quality, or is it about quantity nowadays? Like, can you really find good friends? I'm passionate about my friends, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't have a lot of them. I don't. Because what I found is people don't have the same definition of friendship. They just don't. So in our book, I guess I should reference that, Tidbits for Women. Let me see here. We have a chapter on who you should surround yourself with. If you guys get a chance to check out the book, you can message me. I have tons of books. I can just send it to you. But it's on Amazon. You can find the link on tidbitsforwomen.com. So, who should you surround yourself with? Is the name of this chapter. So I'm just going to read some of it. Why not? All right. So, the first part of the chapter says, the world is filled with people who have the spirit of negativity. They thrive off of watching others fail and would actively participate in the destruction of others. It's unfortunate, but that is true. We know that this is the spirit of the devil, whose goal is to steal, kill, and destroy. Steal your joy, kill your spirit, destroy your relationships and life. And it says you must go through your life's Rolodex and weed out those who do not have your best interests at heart. And then we kind of reference 1 Corinthians 13:11 when it says, when I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, and I reasoned like a child. When I became an adult, I no longer use childish ways. So once you start figuring things out, figuring life out, figuring yourself out, because that's going to help you figure out everything else, right? When you figure yourself out, you have got to go and weed out people that are not going to help you continue down the path of you growing. If there are going to be weeds in your life, you got to pull them up. And many times we're so with the quantity that we just overlook that we are not surrounded by people that give a crap about us. I mean, they're just not. I don't need a kicking it buddy. I just don't. Like, I don't club anymore. I don't, you know what I mean? I have a family. I'm trying to make it by. You know what I mean? I'm trying to walk in my purpose. I'm trying to be better every day. So if you have people in your life that aren't trying to do that, they have got to go. And I am learning more and more about the road less traveled. Boy, am I learning about that. It is a lonely road because everybody's not trying to be there. They're not trying to do the right thing. They're not trying to uplift you. They want you to be down where they're at. And it's very unfortunate that's like that. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I put the first friendship or relationship you should have is with the Most High. Friendship is the highest form of relationship. And I quoted my pastor, my old pastor, Mark Scott of Live, Love, and Laugh. I'm sorry. All relationships are held together by something. So it's something that's going to hold it together. Either obligation, finances, need, shared seasons and time, sex, commitment, and or common grounds. Like, that's just a few of the reasons that relationships are held together. The list is truly endless. Like, you can come up with all kind of reasons why. And then I put but you need to know that true friendships they require sacrifice. And that friendship starts with the one person who made the biggest sacrifice, which we know is Jesus. But the fact is that in this world where everybody wants something for nothing, it's not going to work when it comes to friendships and your relationships. It's just not going to work because you're going to have to give, which is going to be a sacrifice. So even when you're not feeling a certain kind of way, even when you don't feel like picking up the phone to call somebody, even when you, whatever the case may be, it's that sacrifice. It's that sacrifice. Let's see here. So I came up with a few types of people, but I don't want to be on here for super duper long. But I came up with a few different types of people that we talked about in our book. We have the tried and trues. We have the commons. We have the veterans. You always got to have a veteran on your team, you guys. We have the DQs, the drama queens. Everybody has those somewhere. So I'm gonna elaborate more on those. Oh, thank you, Michael. I'm gonna elaborate more on those probably the next one, because like I said, I don't want to be on too long. But so yeah, that's where I'm at. It's rough out here, really. When you get down to the nitty gritty of things, just it can be very lonely, honestly. And I think about when Christ was like, you have to pick up your cross and walk. This is part of it. Like, this is part of it, is letting go of poisonous people just to validate what you think you should be. And that's why I'm saying why it's so important for you to understand who you are, and then you'll know who you can allow around you. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I've had to say, and it's been hard, like, friends for years, and be like, you know what, like, we cannot kick like that. Like, I don't feel like you're truly being a friend to me, and it's a one-sided situation, and I don't want to be in a one-sided situation, if you get what I'm saying. I could be alone and be in a one-sided situation. So it's rough to set those boundaries, but it's best. It truly is best, because it will help you stay healthy. It will help you stay healthy in the end. And in the end, you have to be healthy. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, you have to be healthy in order for you to walk in your purpose. All this is for you to walk in your purpose at the end of the day, and draw people from it. You know why I can talk about this right now? Because I've been through it. And I'm going through it. That's why. Now, if I allow my situations to beat me up so badly to where I just can't say anything, I'm not walking in my purpose. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just not. All these lessons are here to help someone else. So you've got to be very selective, and you have to understand that. Like, don't beat yourself up. This is what it is. We have got to learn what it is what it is, and grasp that. Even just me having to say, hey, you know, like, I feel like this relationship is one-sided. I feel like, you know, it's very emotionally draining on me. I don't need this is what I said. I don't necessarily need cheerleaders, right? Cheerleaders, we know, are off on the sidelines, just looking at everything. And when things go well, they, yay! You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily need that. I need somebody that's going to be in the game with me. And that's the way I look at friendship. Are we in the game together? You get what I'm saying? Like, are we about to run this thing together? Now, I understand you might have something going on over there on your field. I got something on my field. But guess what? We are in the field together. Let's do this. Man, come to me. I got you. You got me. You know what I mean? And I take that so serious. And if I run across people that are not with it, then I'm okay. That's just what it is. At one point in time, I would just try to work with people. We do this thing in our mind. We're like, well, they can get better. They can do better. They, you know, and we will do this for years, man. We will do it for years. Well, and we'll get a glimpse of hope somewhere. But my husband always said, when people show you who they are, that is who they are. So you just got to either take it or leave it. You cannot make not one excuse for it. Either is, or either you're going to run with it or you're not. And we all have flaws, right? We all have. I'm not a perfect friend. I'm not a perfect wife. I'm not a perfect mother. I'm not anything close to perfection. But when you're viewing people, you have to understand that they will have a flaw. Are you able to handle that flaw? Are y'all able to accept one another and still ride with each other and still support one another, still love one another, still, you know what I mean? Be there for one another. So that is where I'm at with friendship. And I'm going to keep going, because friendship is really deep spiritually. Especially in the Most High, you know. That's a whole, I'll get to that. But one thing about friendship, you can't have it without knowing who you are. It's just not It's not gonna work. You gotta first know who you are. All right, well, that's it for me, folks. Next week I'm gonna talk about the different friends, quote unquote friends, that you will see in your circle or that you may have seen around, and then we'll just elaborate from there. All right, check out my t-shirt line, you guys. It's From Him Through Me tees. Check out our book. It is tidbitsforwomen.com. Hey, Caitlin. Hope you're having a good summer over in New York and Florida and wherever else you've been. And I appreciate everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.